All right, guys, so on this channel, we've covered many different AI coding tools. We've covered Windsurf, we've covered Cursor, we've covered Aid, we've covered Bolt.new, we've covered Temple Labs, we've covered Pythagora, Project IDX, RuCode, Klein, Bolt.diy, the list goes on. And frankly, right now, we are in the AI coding IDE, extension, and just tool race right now. Everyone's trying to be the best tool. And I've tried many different tools on this channel, and you guys have seen me test these tools out. But there's one thing that I've found that, some of these tools are just not great at. And yes, it's frankly simple to build a quick to-do list app or really any app and just get it from zero to somewhat decent fairly quickly, get some prototyping, maybe with one of the browser AI coding tools like V0 or Bolt or Lovable, and then maybe bring it over into Cursor or Windsurf and start building upon it. But as you start building for days, weeks, months, and as things continue on, your code base just gets bigger and bigger. And quite frankly, the performance of the AI coding tool lots of the times gets dumber and dumber. And even with the current models we just have today, if you had a specific way to index large code bases and have the LLM be able to retrieve that information in a needle in a haystack and give you the correct answer with the correct context, that would be extremely powerful alone. And if you can solve this problem really, really well, then you're going to have a huge advantage in the AI coding space. And in today's video, we're going to cover a tool that claims to be just that. Now, that tool is Augment Code. Now, when you first see this tool, you may think, oh, this is just another VS Code extension. It's not even an IDE. If I'm going to use a VS Code extension, I'm going to use RuCode or Klein. And I completely get that, but stay tuned because in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can actually use Augment Code and why it's supposedly the best when it comes to managing context in large databases, big complex repos. And the cool thing about this is you don't have to choose Cursor, Windsurf, or Augment Code. Since this is a VS Code extension, you could still use an IDE AI coding editor and then have Augment Code when you actually need to understand very complex things or needle in a haystack or Cursor just fails. This is when this tool can come in really handy. And the best thing is, guys, this is 100% for free. So without ado, guys, let's dive right into it. All right, guys, so all links I cover in today's video will be linked down below. I definitely recommend you check out their website here as well as their doc. So the first AI coding assistant built for professional software engineers and large code bases. So integrates with VS Code, JetBrains, and NeoVim. So that's good, has all the different integrations. You've tried the AI coding that simply helps you build programs from scratch. Now try the AI that tames the complexity of evolving your most sophisticated code bases. And this is usually where a lot of people get stuck. It's like I said, it's pretty easy to spin something up, but to actually follow through and get your project done or actually optimize it in efficient ways once it actually does start getting done, that's where people struggle with. And you can see here they're trusted by the world's leading software companies. So just some big names right here: DataStax, GoFundMe, Advisor 360, Con, Webflow. You guys get the point. So quickly master your largest and most complex repos. So Augment orients you in minutes, even if you're new to a project or working in an unfamiliar code base. So you can make updates with confidence. There are no simple changes in production software, but Augment manages the challenges for you. So here we can see some benchmarks. We can see the C-Cval exact match percentage right here. So we can see the comparison between GitHub Copilot right here as well as Augment, and it is scoring higher. Now you may be wondering, how do they actually do this? How do they back up this claim and how does it work? Well, I'll leave this link to this blog post down below if you want to check it out, but they have a different approach to retrieval. In short, the dominant approach in retrieval remains calling generic model APIs like OpenAI to create embeddings for snippets of code, files, and documents, and then uses embedding search APIs like Pinecone to retrieve snippets related to the query. However, this approach leads to poor quality, poor latency, and potentially even poor security. Therefore, Augment has taken a different approach. We have developed an indexing and embedding search system tailored to give you the most relevant up-to-date context across all products. It goes a little bit more into depth down here about, some of it, how it actually works, but it is apparently a proprietary system and we're going to see how well it works. All right, guys, so here on the pricing, we can see Experience Unlimited, choose your plan. So there are 3 different plans. You have the community edition right here, which is 3,000 chat messages, unlimited completions, unlimited instructions, unlimited next edits, and then community support. Now, the one caveat is that AI training is permitted, so they could train it on your Codebase. And then if you want to be on the professional or enterprise, professional is $30 per month per user, and you get unlimited chats and then unlimited everything else. It's not being trained on your data. And then $60 a month per active user. For enterprise, you get a few different things here: Slack integration, analytics, all this good stuff. And there is a 30-day free trial if you did want to use one of the paid plans. So first things first, you're going to want to click on install right here to start installing Augment Code. You're going to want to log in and then download it in VS Code or Cursor or the IDE of your choice. All right, guys, so you can see I have Cursor opened up right here. I have Augment already downloaded. Once you download it and you open it and sign in a project, it's going to say Augment's Codebase understanding requires syncing your workspace to the secure Augment cloud. Please grant the permission to sync your workspace. So you can go ahead and just click on sync right here, and it's going to start syncing the Codebase. We're at 11% and then syncing complete. So very quick. We can see Augment has just finished syncing our Codebase. All right, so now you can see that it actually gave us an overview of what our project includes. So this is a Next.js 14 app for Executive Stride, a business focused on AI-powered sales automation and agent solutions. Key aspects include core features, technical stack, architecture, so it uses Next.js app router, server and client components, environment-based configuration, you get the point. And it also provides different potential questions right here that you could ask about the Codebase. So what's the site's configuration managed, and what's the key settings in libconfig.ts? What is the authentication and API integration strategy with Contentful CMS based on the documentation? Sure, let's go ahead and ask it this. So based on the provided files, here's the authentication and API integration strategy with Contentful. So you saw how quick that was. You can see here it uses the content delivery access token right here, and then the API integration. And this is kind of the interface you see. So it's actually a very nice interface. You have a copy to clipboard. You can click here to actually open this up. Okay, now we're in this file like so. And we can see our API integration. It's explaining it all right here. JavaScript SDK, create client, walking us through every single little thing. All right, so you can see here we can do / for actions right here, or the @ symbol to tag files and more. So if we do / we can do things like find things in your Codebase, explain how selected code works, fix issues in selected Codebase, write tests for selected code, and documents, or write documentation for selected code. If I highlighted this right here, then clicked this for write documentation, and then click send, we can see it's generating, and now it should be writing the documentation. Yep, so we can see that it's documenting the Codebase like here. Initialize Contentful client with environment variables, type definitions for content models, and then we can see, it's basically just outlining the whole entire thing. Now, the cool thing is, I don't know exactly what model they're using on the backend side of things. I don't know if it's a custom model. I don't know if it's, just something like Claude Sonnet 3.5, even though that would be quite expensive to give this away for free. But it is a good model, and as you can see, it's very fast, and you get to use it for free, no API keys, so it's great. So now to implement this, we can go ahead here and just click on apply. Now it's applying those changes. Okay, so the cool thing is we can either accept these one by one, like so, by either just clicking this or clicking enter, or either clicking this or hitting control enter to accept all. So if we scroll down, you'll see that the only thing it should be adding is just the documentation, which it looks like it did it correctly. So I'm just going to accept all. Okay, now I'm actually going to try to add a new page in here, which is going to be a case study page. And I'm going to tell it to integrate it with the Contentful content model that I have right here. So I'm going to paste this in. This is just exactly how I want the testimonials to be structured. I'm just getting this JSON from contentful.com. All right, so I'm pasting this in, and I'm just saying here, I want to create a new page for testimonials that will be fetching from a new content model from Contentful. The page should be named case studies, and they have dynamic pages for each individual testimonial. The / case studies should show all the case studies that can be clicked on. Basically the same setup I have for my blog and the Vault page. So analyze the Vault page to get an understanding. I'm going to go ahead here and click on send. All right, so you can see that it just, like, when you type something like this in Cursor, it's going to take not a long time. It's just going to, you'll see that it's kind of like loading. See how quick Augment code is. All right, so here it's saying it will create a similar setup to the blog pages or case studies. First, let's create the necessary interfaces and functions. Okay, so we'll just see that it's doing that here. Now let's create the case studies list page, create a new file. So it can create new files. So we got the case studies right here. Now it's saying I'll create the dynamic page for the individual case studies. So create a new file, and it got that right. So this setup provides, and we can see it should provide everything that we wanted. I'm going to go ahead and apply these individually now. So applying to Codebase, our new case studies page. I'm just going to trust it and click accept all. Same thing here. I'm going to click accept all. And then here, I'm going to click on create. All right. So I'm getting a lot of type errors. So I'm just going to paste these type errors in here. Okay. So I'm going to click on apply here, accept all. Okay. Some of those are gone. There's still a couple more. Okay. There's just one more left. Okay. So it looks like we're getting an error here. I'm just going to copy this and paste it in right here. Okay. And now you can see we actually have our case studies page right here. I'm in Contentful here. I'm just going to make a test case study, and we're going to go ahead and click on publish right here. Okay, but I don't see the case study right here, so I'm going to go back to Augment and tell it that. I'm just saying on the case studies page, no case studies are loading or fetching. I also pasted in the type errors as well. All right, so it added the missing function right here. I'm going to accept this. Now it's updating the case studies page. Let's go ahead and accept this as well. All right, and boom, now we're on the case study page. And as you can see, our case study has been loaded. This is our test case study, of course. We click into here, we can see that our actual dynamic case study page /test is working. Now, of course, this is very basic. I would actually customize this, make it look a lot nicer, and we can see that it did change up the actual styling here, but that's okay. We could go ahead and change this later. But that's pretty much it, guys, for this video on Augment Code. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below, guys, if you tried out this tool. And if you have tried it out, let me know how you think it is to something like Cursor, Windsurf, Code, Klein. The two main things I would say for this tool that make it really great are, one, it's 100% for free, at least at the moment, and two, the deeper context awareness around your whole code base. So if you're actually building out a code base, I wouldn't recommend personally starting from this, using this as at the start, like creating a whole project. I would recommend using something like Cursor, Windsurf, whatever the case is. But once you actually have a project, if you're having trouble getting different problems solved, this could definitely come in handy and potentially be game changing. Other than that, guys, if you're new to this channel, we upload videos all the time on AI agents, AI coding, marketing, sales, business growth. So if you like that type of content and you got some value here, make sure to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to stay up to date with the uploads. Also, too, guys, if you're new here and you haven't already checked out our Stride AI Academy, I'll leave a link down below for that. And then also, too, guys, you can join our free Facebook group and Discord channel at stridecommunity.com. And then, guys, if you run a business and you need help implementing custom AI growth solutions like AI appointment setters, AI call centers, AI automations, then book a call down below at executivestride.com/apply, and we can see if it's a fit or not. And then also, too, if you're a founder, dev, entrepreneur, and you want to actually sell these same AI solutions to other business owners and have our exact protocol to do this for 2 to 10K plus, book a call down below as well, and we can see if it's a fit. Other than that, guys, I will see you in the next video. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Who's going to win this AI coding race? Keep hustling, keep grinding, and of course, guys, accelerate your stride. Take care. Are you tired of pouring thousands of dollars into appointment setters only to watch leads slip away? Imagine having a team of elite sales agents booking qualified appointments for you around the clock. No more wasted time on training, no more frustration with performance, and no more draining your budget on inconsistent and expensive call centers. Introducing Stride Agents, AI-powered appointment setters that work 24/7, never get tired, and book appointments while you sleep. Trained on thousands of successful conversations, our AI agents outperform human teams at just 1/10 of the cost. Join the ranks of businesses that doubled their appointments and booking rates in just a matter of weeks. Don't get left behind in the AI revolution. Visit strideagents.com now and transform your entire sales process with cutting-edge AI technology. It's time to accelerate your stride with AI agents.